Hello my friends, and how are you doing? Hey, it is December 31st of 2019. I'm going to make a short video today on my Polaris RZR. It's a 2016 turbo model. One of the front CV shafts needs replaced, and I know there's videos out there, but this is just going to be a nice cut down version, keeping it simple, letting y'all know that if I can do it, I'm sure you can too. It's not that hard. Here we go. So here we are in the shop, my friends. We are going to turn on the radio. The heat is on. The music will be playing. And here is my 2016 Turbo RZR. This thing is a bad mamma jamma. And I strongly suggest if you have not gotten into the UTV world, maybe you want to think about it just a little bit. You should probably be a little scared. They're full of power and full of fun, but really good time. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to jack at the front end, pull off that tire, and that's where we'll pick up next. Thanks for listening in. Ka-chow, and just like that, my friends, that front end is up, the wheel is off. It was not difficult, it won't be difficult for you. I've already removed the castle nut, the key that holds it together. What comes next, we're gonna go ahead and pull this brake assembly off. We're going to loosen up the upper ball joint, pull the bolt out, and also, which that's up there, and then of course around the side, we've got our tie rod in. We're gonna remove all that stuff, and I'll show you what comes after that. All right, my friends, I am going to go ahead and remove the brakes. That is a 15 millimeter. There's 2 bolts. You don't need my pretty mug in there in the view, so I'm just going to kneel down here. Top one's out. Get down to the bottom one. Loosen that up. I know this is real exciting for you guys, but hope it's at least a little bit helpful when it comes time for you to do the same thing. So I've got one of those caliper hangers. I can go ahead and pull that assembly off, as you see. Gonna hook it through there and just hang it up on the spring so it's out of my way, not hurting anybody that way. All right, what comes next? We're gonna go ahead and do the tie rod. All right, friends, over to this tie rod end. It's an 18 millimeter. I'm gonna loosen that up. Hope I'm not in the way there. I'm going to back it off until the actual bolt part there is not sticking through the nut. I'm just going to give it a good whack. There it is, came loose. That would be a lot easier if I didn't have to record. But I don't want to be in the way so you can actually see what's going on. So just going to loosen that nut the rest of the way up. Pull that out. Now if this is the first time you've taken that tie rod end out, you might have to give it a pretty good whack. We use a soft blow hammer. Look at that old crusty sucker, but it's still working real good for me. So on to the next step. We're going to take out the bolt for the upper ball joint. All right, friends, I hope this is pointing in the right direction. We're going to remove this upper ball joint bolt. That is 15 millimeter stuff. Again, I've had this thing apart, so some of this is coming apart real nice and easy for us. But again, it was real nice and easy the first time I did it, so if I can do it, surely you can also. This is not rocket science stuff. I'm just going to give it a few taps. A tap. Get that started on the way out. I'm going to support this a little bit because it's going to drop down. Look at that. All right, we are ready to pull out. Ready to pull out. Yeah, check this out. We are ready to pull out the CV shaft. Now, I'm going to come around side here because as I drop that thing down, this is what kind of condition mine was in. A little roughhousing, I guess, but I hope that yours is not that bad. If it's in a little better shape, you can actually just tug on the shaft a few times and that thing will pop right out of the case. All right, boys and girls, back at it here at the shop. Just wanted to give a shout out here to, it looks like ATV, America's connection for ATV parts. I'm going to tell you, a lot of you guys probably already know it, but obviously I have a turbo machine. Well, I got on Amazon and I had ordered a CV shaft for a 1000 XP, which I assumed would be the same. It was not. Had to send that one back, and then I found this company on eBay, and they got me what I needed. So anyway, shout out to them. Looks like the right stuff. Comes with a cool sticker. And obviously, it's going to work a whole lot better than what you see there. So back at it. Well, now we're back up and running. I'm gonna set that right there. Yeah, hopefully you can see what's going on. It'd be helpful to you, I'm sure. Anyway, we're getting ready to stick the new CV shaft up in there. There's already enough anti-seize up in this. I'm not going to worry about putting any more in. Try to get those lined up. Wiggle it a little bit. Look at that, went right in. So at this point, guys and gals, we're going to go ahead and position that up in place. Get it lined up. And we're going to go ahead and put that bolt in here for this upper ball joint. Would have helped if I would have left that nut off in, maybe. One-handed, look at that, not bad. Got her through. So, anyway, put the upper ball joint back on, secure your tie rod. Reinstall the brake assembly. Obviously your axle nut, your key. Tighten everything up to spec. You can look them up if you like, or if you got a good feel for things, you probably don't need to. But anyway, we'll take another picture when I get it all back together here. All right, everybody, looks like everything's back together. We got the castle nut back on there. We got the key holding it in place. All the bolts have been tightened up. We can spin that sucker and it's gonna work just like it's supposed to. Kind of excited to get it back down on the ground and take it out for a spin, but hope this was a little helpful to you. Hope you're all having a great day. We'll talk to you real soon. Just like that, boys and girls, our project back here is back on the ground, is done. We got that CV shaft installed. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was at least a little bit helpful. I was one of those young boys that never did get my Power Wheels Jeep when I was a kid. Well, we're totally making up for it now. If you have not experienced a Turbo RZR, I strongly suggest you go out there and get yourself one. Wives, go treat your husbands, and husbands, you know, maybe wash the dishes, sweep up after yourself, help out a little around the house, and maybe they'll be a little more willing to allow you into this fun world that we get to live. But God bless you guys. It is New Year's Eve day. Hope you're all doing real well. 2020, hope it to be a great year for all you guys. Look forward to talking to you guys some more, maybe making a few more videos and maybe getting a little better at it. But we'll see you real soon. Take care now.